Toledo, we're famous for glass, Art Tatum, Tony Pacos, Jamie Farr, a world-class museum, the Toledo Mud Hens and Walleye, an outstanding zoo and public library system. But who are the people that make our city so great? Welcome to the Soul of the Glass City podcast. I'm your host, Monique. It's Monique, and I want to share something special with you all today. I was able to go out on location and attend this really amazing event called the Release and Art Exhibition at the new art gallery at TSA. It was curated by Alexandria Armand and Dirtykics. So I had the pleasure of interviewing the two headlining artists, Alexandria and Dirtykics, as well as one of the performers. He's really well known, saxophone player called Sax B. We're here at the TSA Art Gallery downtown Toledo, and I'm here with Alexandria Leatherberry. She just did this fabulous art show. I would love for her to tell you guys about it. Here she is, my beautiful guest, Alexandria.
Thanks, Monique. Happy you were able to come here. I've been working with James on this for quite a while.
So tell us, what is the premise of this show and why did you put it together? What was it about? What did the people who were not here miss?
I wanted people to get a variety of experiences of different mediums. So, having our live performance as well as having catering for specialty hors d'oeuvres. I really wanted people to understand how art gives us these memories. So people actually got to hang out in our gallery, not just come view work and leave, but they actually got to have a full enriching experience of different mediums of art.
I really felt immersed in this show. I felt like I was a part of it. I felt like we were important. So whatever you were trying to convey, I felt that today. So I really appreciate the invite. And tell me, what did some of your art represent? I see you chose individual subjects. So please get deeper and tell me, what was this supposed to show?
Each of my pieces of work, honestly, they were curated over 3 years. So it honestly started off as a lighting experiment where I wanted to, learn more about how to control light. I kind of took with that and expanded upon it, going into controlling light with color and then also controlling light for photo manipulation. As I went on, as far as like choosing my subjects, it kind of first started like people who might have came to me or stood out as a model. But then I got more intentional with people that were also artists, like a singer, Tavia Ellis, Taylor Shine, who has been definitely doing her thing as a model. I definitely wanted people who were building brands so I could have collaborative experiences with them. So I was also doing some branding things with them as well.
Now, I don't know if you told me or if I remember, this was a book release as well. Was that the whole intention when you were putting these photos together to make a book?
At first, it was supposed to be just a single series. Like Silver Lining was just going to be maybe a series of prints. I think just as time went on, I felt like, I needed to really tell people why these images mattered. So the book actually have a mental health component. I paired them with excerpts that I read and took along with me on this journey that kept me inspired, kept me wanting to just pursue it. So being able to learn from these people that I've deemed, successful in whatever their career paths were, being able to learn from them, take their words into my life and carry them on with me really helped me stay encouraged. Even when, I've been fired actually 3 times during the making of this book. That was really discouraging to me, especially as a person that takes pride in their work ethic and know that I'm a good worker and I've never been fired because of my work ethic. I had to be able to pick myself up. That wasn't necessarily the easiest. So I had to find tools to not only keep me encouraged, but take care of my mental health. So I hope, it can be a little piece of a tool to someone to keep them encouraged and also promote positive reflections in hard times for them as well.
Well, I want to tell you something. I came here tonight. I'm going through some stuff, and I felt so much love in this room, and I'm glad I grabbed a copy because is there words in it as well?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to read those words. You signed my book, and I can't wait to see what you wrote. It's in a box. Thank you so much for being my guest, and we look forward to seeing how this grows in the future. If anybody wanted to contact you or follow you or get a copy, what is your social media so that we can support you?
You can find me at AA_vocals on Instagram, or simply Alexandria Armand Vocals. It's pretty searchable amongst all my platforms.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you being my guest, and we look forward to, just being a part of your journey. And thank you for giving us this tool to make us feel better in a world that can be so crazy. And just thank you. I'm here with
James Dirtykics Dickerson.
Not Dirtykics.
I am Dirty
I forgot
Kicks.
that I am with a celebrity. Okay? So, yes, so we're here at this art exhibition.
Yep.
And I got to witness this great photography. And you, sir, are one of the photographers.
Yes, I am.
Tell me about this exhibit.
It was something that, Alex and I kind of chatted about a couple years ago over drinks at a spot downtown, about, ways that we can introduce, the work that we do and just kind of create an experience, art has multiple layers to it, and us as photographers, two different styles, and sometimes people, the expectation is that wouldn't work, but I'm the type of person, and she is too, that likes to go against the grain. So it's kind of the short of how this was born.
So, basically, we got Dirty Kicks from you messing with sneakers, or no?
Dirtykics actually went through a couple iterations. Me making beats back in the day because of the kick drum. So I like dirty sounding drums. So Dirtykics kind of came out of that, and it was also a phrase I picked up on from a Wu-Tang Clan song.
Okay, I'm a New Yorker, so I was raised in Staten Island, so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Wu-Tang,
Capadonna.
Hey, I've actually met Capadonna.
Really?
So, yes,
Okay, yeah.
that's deep.
That's
yeah.
super dope.
Yeah.
On his debut album, the second song in, Dirtykics, he says it in the first opening bar, and that name had always stuck with me as a beat maker, and then as a photographer, because my work involves me walking around Toledo, so it's dirty shoes, I put these miles in, I kick up this dust in order to connect with people and do what it do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's actually an honor for me to be speaking to you right now because, just the history of what I know about your brand.
Yeah.
And after seeing these photos, I think everybody needs to see this too. So how can anybody find you, look up your work?
A lot of my work, I am severely lazy about sharing everything.
Okay.
But Instagram, Dirtykics is spelled DIRTYKICS. And the only reason why it's spelled like that, again, was for style reason. And also, there's a band called the Dirtykics or something like that. So
that's funny.
It was wild, right? So in order to create that individualism, I made Dirtykics, look as it did. And it's all one word. Instagram is a space. I do not update my website as frequently as I should.
Oh, Lord, we got to get that together.
I have to do that. But that's the spot to check it out at.
So I also want to ask you, were you born and raised in Toledo?
Yes.
So where did you start? What elementary school, what junior high school?
Always Fulton Elementary. I grew up on Fulton Street, not on the north end, but on the west end. And Fulton and Kenilworth, born and raised. Went to several different high schools for different reasons through
Name
those
them all.
teenage years.
Name them all.
Okay. I went to Central Catholic, but got put out of there halfway through it, and then a small school called Emmanuel Baptist, and then I graduated from Scott High School.
Hey, the Bulldogs are in the house.
Right, so.
Okay, okay.
So
So what's next for you as Dirtykics, as yourself, your brand?
So I have another exhibition, a solo exhibition at the Toledo Art Museum, and really just trying to exhibit my work outside of Toledo more. I'll always use my platform to help support other artists, especially photographers, because it's a hard pitch when it's I want to have a photo exhibition, and my work is a documentary work. People tend to lean on because of what that encompasses, but there's so many aspects that I want to highlight. Using my platform to support other artists is, the goal for me, but otherwise I'm going to share my work outside of Toledo.
Well, whatever I can do to help you, as a native New Yorker who now is a resident Toledoan for the last 20 years,
Yeah.
I know enough people that I feel like I can help in this venture.
I mean, that would be dope.
Yeah.
I also have the Wu-Tang W tattooed on my finger.
Okay.
FYI. I have to
all
just
right,
put that in
all
there.
right. You know, like I said, Park Hill Projects. You know, that's where.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
but that's, pretty much the story of Dirtykics.
We're back with the Soul of the Glass City podcast, and I have my guest, Brandon Mumford, aka Sax B. How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm great. So you just did a art show. Tell us about the art show. Tell us why you're here. Tell us what made you want to be a part of it.
Yeah, so Alex, she's the one that invited me to participate in the show. I think she's a dope talent. And when she called to, play, I thought it was a great opportunity and wanted to help any way I could. And I, love performing for anyone that wants to hear.
How long have you been performing with the saxophone?
Performing, in this fashion at Sax B, it's been about 5 years. But playing all together, I've been playing for over 20 years.
Over 20? So you started in junior high school?
Yeah, junior high,
okay.
6th grade. Yeah.
What high school, junior high school you go to?
So I'm originally from Lima, Ohio.
Okay.
Lima City Schools. I went to North Middle School.
Okay, you want to shout out any of your teachers?
Mr. Tarbit.
Okay,
That's my guy.
shout out Mr. Tarbit.
Yeah.
All right, and so what kind of songs did you play today?
I did 2 selections. I did a cover. I played Booed Up by LMA. And then I did an original song featuring one of my homegirls, Tavia Ellis. It's called Ooh.
Okay.
It's on streaming platforms, so
Okay.
folks can check that out.
That sounds great. I'm gonna have to get y'all in the studio live one day to do, a rendition of all this stuff.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, how can we, follow you or support you, as an artist?
Yeah, you can follow me all social media platforms at Sax B Music, SAXB Music.
That was such a great event, and I'm so glad that I had the chance to experience it and speak with these 3 up-and-coming Toledo artists. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm your host and producer, Monique. My executive producer is Chris Pfeiffer. Join me next time for another exciting episode of Soul of the Glass City podcast. For more information, if you have questions or comments, go to wgte.org/soul.
WGTE. Voices around us.
WGTE is supported in part by the American Rescue Plan Act funds allocated by the City of Toledo and the Lucas County Commissioners and administered by the Arts Commission.